Everyone is always trying their best. Everyone is always trying their best. No, they're not. They can't be. They cannot be. They cannot be. I'm not. I walk through the streets and I see so many people. And I walk up and down the streets. I see so many people laughing and angry, and are all of them in every moment just trying their best, just doing their best. It's bullshit. Attila the Hun, was he doing his best? Hitler, was he doing his best? Do you have to be a megalomaniac, fucking psychopath to get a pass to not do your best? All day long, all I do is take down struggling people. And Jennifer, it can't be. Humans are good and bad. That is who we are. And to ignore it and say that everyone is just doing their best, it ignores our inherent cruelty. And we have to have it. If we don't, then I am the worst. Mom, I'm the worst. We cannot all be doing our best all the time. All I did was ruin Jennifer's life. If we're all supposed to be doing our best, then I'm out. I cannot fucking... Then I'm bad. And maybe that's hard to hear, but I can't keep doing this then. I can't. I need help. Another original monologue of a character named Patty, who is a corporate attorney that goes after small businesses. Anyway, I had a lot of different versions of this monologue. What Patty does and what happened to Jennifer is like a little immaterial. I find this phrase, everyone is just doing their best, or everyone is just always trying their best, personally extremely interesting. I think in most cases, yes, that is true. But I also think to deny that that is sometimes not true is to deny like our inherent shadow sides. And it's not to villainize the shadow sides of humanity, but basically for the survival of our in evolution, we cannot always be altruistically doing our best or doing our best within our limitations. Sometimes I believe that people choose not to do their best. They choose the road that is sinister or egoic or petty or mean. And I think if they could stop and reflect, they would know in that moment they're not doing their best. And there's tons of world leaders in history that prove that not everybody is always doing their best. We have an inherent violence in us. It's not excusing it. But this is why the justice system exists. It's just this philosophical thing that I struggle with. And I thought, well, what if there was this character where basically their job is to like take people down and take like pretty innocent people down who are struggling. And what if one of those goes really wrong? And it's just the tipping point for Patty. They have to grapple with that there's like a high, a self-satisfaction that comes from winning. getting the last word and being petty and bratty and. But this is what I mean by like, not everyone is always doing their best. They're good people, hardworking, that's a good person, a hardworking, fun, delightful person that sometimes is going to choose not to do their best. And I'm not saying that that's unique. That's the whole point of this monologue. We all do it. Maybe not in that way. Maybe not in every phase or moment in our life. But somewhere, sometime along the way, we know that we are not doing our best. I say all of this because I like to examine these little idioms that we have, because while they seem innocent, it can be hurtful, because when you really examine it, it doesn't stand up to water. And then you start to think, if you're like me and you probably think too much, you start to think, well, if I'm completely honest with myself, I'm not always doing my best. I'm not always trying my best. Sometimes I just need to get by, or I need to get someone away from me, or whatever. So if that's not true for me, is it true for is that what's actually happening? Or maybe everyone is always being their best good version of themselves. As an actor, I can't believe that's true, because nobody would watch a play of everyone just always doing their best and making all the best decisions. Another thing that inspired this is I enjoy plays and films, although I think it happens less in film. It can happen, but it happens less in film. And I like to watch plays a little bit more than I like to watch film. I'm a play and TV series person, less movies. But I really like philosophical debates in plays. Art is a great example of that. Red is another great example of that. A lot of Chekhov has these sort of philosophical conversations. So this was done a bit in the style of that. This very deep internal struggle that actually asks these larger philosophical questions. Maybe it succeeded, maybe it didn't. Anyway, if you like this monologue, please give it a like, and be sure to subscribe, because we will keep exploring 1,000 monologues together in the 1,000 Monologues Challenge. Thanks so much.